Beautiful Saggies, welcome to your readings for June. I am drawing you a significator card, a talisman. Let's see what this is as well for you. A talisman. Oh, I actually see that one there. I'm seeing two for you. That's interesting. You are the absolute first sign to have two talisman cards, but they're showing through. And we are going to draw some angels as well to see which archangels are walking with you. Let's dive into this. We'll look at these cards first and then draw your tarot cards. So your significator card, Bear the Truth. Oh, wow. Look at that. How interesting. Gosh, Bear the Truth. Look at these beautiful wild strawberries. Right, okay. I will read to you from this the book for this card in just a moment. Your talismans. You have magical power. Cast away negativity. Ooh, Saggies, this is going to be quite a month for you. Now, Saggies, your energy is very tuned into truth, honesty. That's a real Saggy quality. Cast away negativity, bear the truth. What else do we have here? Leadership and healthy lifestyle. Okay. Gosh, I am seeing you step up in some way in the month of June. Let me just, bear with me, my lovely Saggies. That pause should not have interrupted you. I just needed to close my window. Interestingly, between readings, I'd open my window and it means sometimes it gets a little bit more noisy in here. And I thought, no, I kind of just want to have that peacefulness. So what am I blocking out? Blocking out the noise is coming through here. Bear the truth. Block out the noise. Magical power. Cast away negativity. Archangel Gabriel is a messenger. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I am seeing you stepping up, whether you lead through lead by example, or you lead in a greater position of leadership. You take charge of something. You are definitely stepping into a leadership position here. Let's see what else we are shown here. Let's draw the cards for my Sagittariuses for June. May we kindly ask about the month of June for my Saggies, please. Seeing this one as well. And that one there. Very specifically. Okay, let's have a look at your tarot cards. We have Temperance. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Puppeteer. That's very, very interesting. Right, this is an extra card in this pack. There are two extra cards. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Empress. We have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. Goodness me. This is going to be a very, very, very fascinating month. I'm seeing you genuinely step up. But part of what you're stepping up about is stepping up and taking an ownership of something that you actually want. And I would venture to say, irrespective of what other people think, or irrespective of kind of like the games that people play. Let me just sit with this for a moment. Let me tell you about the Puppeteer. Because this indicates someone trying to pull the strings. Someone trying to manipulate or maneuver a situation. So it's not without its challenge. What we also see here is Temperance, which is a wonderfully balanced energy. We have the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful coming together of something, sometimes two people. If this is connected to relationship, it could well be for some of you, though the relationship could be your connection, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with someone else, your relationship with the divine, your relationship with a colleague. But there is something quite clear-cut happens here. actually, in June. Something very, 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 a very clear-cut decision is made on your part, I think. I feel like you lose the fear of something and move on from it. You're very able to sort of make clear-cut choices to do with honesty and it's those Saggy qualities of accountability, of honesty, of almost that pioneering authenticity. I think you really are able to take sort of complete and full ownership of kind of having your voice, of making decisions and choices. I think you make a commitment to a pathway forwards, and it may well be in exactly this way, like you decide to pursue something in the name of honesty, in the name of truth. What's really interesting is that it's almost as though you find yourself in touch with some, I say magical powers, but literally, almost as if you really do feel guided, and it's like you know that you are protected and guided. It's like this halo almost over the temperance, this ring, beautiful ring of commitment. Looks like a wedding ring. So what are you wedded to? I feel like you become wedded to what it means to be you, wedded to being true, authentic, genuine, and you kind of know that can't be challenged. You know, when something becomes so consolidated in you, you're no longer veiled. You reveal the truth, you say how it is, and I do feel that you release fear in relationship to a circumstance, a situation, or a person, or a group of people, and you move forwards. There's an absolute clarity. It's like moving away from stormy waters to clear waters. Choosing to invest. I mean, the Empress is a card of abundance. It's interesting because it almost looks as though this little picture here is if she's holding a cup. And here we have the hand holding the cup. There is victory here. But the victory is very, very sweet. It's like an emotional victory. I think we better draw some more cards for you. Find out a bit more information about it. But before we do, let's read from the book about this card. Bear the truth. Bear the truth. In one creation story, Eve ate fruit from the tree of knowledge. Knowledge and its cousin experience is where you gather your wisdom and learn your truth. Your truth is your superpower when used consciously, diligently. If you're willing to be transparent with it, your truth can lift you from mind prison and deliver you into your own Garden of Eden. Speak your truth, even if the words cut as they escape your throat. And there you have the Queen of Swords. She can be very cutting. They have the power to kill what needs to die, to shape what needs change, and to separate that which is healthy from that which has become detrimental. Now is the time to bear your truth. Trust that it will attract what aligns with you, repelling what no longer belongs. Yes, this is a commitment to you, to your truth, to your knowledge. You are going to sail into this sort of, it is a space of profound success. Not being held back, but being empowered. If you think about the water in the Ace of Cups, you know, if you're out at sea, you know, that can be, if you're out at sea and you can't swim, you know, there is your biggest nightmare. But if you actually can swim, you can float, if you can harness the energy of those waves, and those waves are backing you, you are Very, very powerful. I feel you step into a new chapter of genuine personal power. But, and this is a good but, it isn't through ego-y stuff. It is through genuine empowerment, through truth, through honesty, through integrity, through you being you. It's like owning the magical powers of sitting in your own positive empowerment. It's like, I actually had a conversation with somebody the other day about accountability, and I said, you know, accountability is your greatest ally. If everything you do is accountable, then it doesn't matter what anyone throws at you. You're on solid ground because you are accountable, you're visible. There's nothing to hide. People who sweep things under the carpet or try to cover up their actions, they are very, very vulnerable, because if that gets exposed, they are, you know, they haven't got a leg to stand on. This is you owning something. Letting go of the fear of authenticity, letting go of the fear of being seen. Perhaps you have had experiences where you haven't been, where people have tried to manipulate you. There's an ownership of your authenticity in a way that empowers you in to a whole new level. I mean, that's a good way of saying it. Right, let us check in. More cards. May we ask for further information? My beautiful Saggies, I will be doing extended readings as always for the monthlies. They are on Patreon and also in the YouTube members area. I'll put links below. I'll let you know at the end of the reading what I'll be looking for in those extendeds in case you're interested in checking them out. And of course, with the extendeds, you get all the signs. You don't just get Sag, you get every single zodiac sign. So you can check the extendeds for your moon sign, your rising sign. You can cross-watch for other people. So yeah, you get the whole range. Right, we have cards showing for you. Let's find out more about the month of June for my lovely Saggies. Okay, you've got the Empress absolutely showing itself to us. Okay, so we have the Empress showing up twice. We have the Page of Cups and we have the Death card. Ooh, significant transformation, love it. Put those over there because they kind of showed themselves first. Okay, we then have, okay, actually I'm going to put these the way they showed them. I'm just going to put them in an order over here. We have the Empress, we have the Page of Cups, of course, sitting under, it's like the Magician, magical powers. We have the Empress, the Page of Cups and the Death card. I am actually going to put them that way. We then have the World. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Seven. My goodness me, look at these cards. These are huge. We have the Tower. Right, my lovely Saggies, let's look at the flow of energy during the month of June. This is so exciting. Right. Something comes to fruition, first of all. Now, whether this is you blossoming in your own amazing and special way, but something comes to fruition for you. This could be financial, it could be health-wise, it could be it could be your calling, it could just be your own personal emotional success, but something comes to fruition for you, and your world is transforming. This rebirth creates both a completion of something and a new beginning. Interesting, you've got the Ace of Cups and the Empress showing up twice. What is this? I feel like the Page of Cups is offering you a gift. What is this changing here with the Tower? See, I think this connects to the puppeteer. think there's a circumstance, or maybe this is what I would call an area of vulnerability or a blind spot, or an area where you previously could have been more easily, perhaps a little bit naive, a bit gullible. Something changes here because you speak the truth. Now, I will say, if any of you are looking for love, there could be a new relationship on the cards. You have the Ace of Cups showing up twice. And we have the Four of Wands, which is a commitment. If it's relationship, then there could be somebody that might have opposed it, but irrespective of that, you know what you want and you go for it, and you're empowered to have it. You speak the truth. You don't let something else get in the way. And that's from a place of higher purpose. It's not, there's nothing ego-y or not okay here, I don't think. I feel you turn a corner in visibility, in terms of your visibility. Feelings are out in the open. You say how it is. You say how you feel. You honestly acknowledge. I feel like you acknowledge both good and bad. If any of you have been feeling something about someone or a circumstance, but you haven't felt able to voice it, I think you can speak it. You can say it. And it's like the veil is removed. If there is a relationship or a connection to someone and it is felt as if that was being blocked or inhibited either by you or by someone else, I think that gets removed. Because you say how it is. It's like if you haven't actually told someone how you really feel about them. You tell them and it clears the way. Things don't have to be kept. I want to say anything that's been disappointing or not voiced openly kind of gets revealed. It gets, and you say, you say how it is. Wow, this is really interesting. Gosh, this is so empowering. I'm extremely interested in how this pans out, and that's what I will dive into in the extended. So I'm going to draw just a few more cards for you anyway, Saggies, but in the extendeds, I will really ask, how is this panning out? How does this pan out in love? How does it pan out in your relationships generally? Excuse me. How does it pan out in your overall circumstances? Where is this energy playing out for you? This is you stepping into the magical power of authenticity, and by opening up that space of the greatest ally being the truth and your accountability, like negativity falls away. There's no more manipulation. There's only joy, there's only success, there's only abundance coming to you because of this complete and utter empowered authenticity. I mean, that is the energy for you. It's seriously wow, because as I said, accountability is your greatest ally. Right, let's just ask for any more information before I move. I'm seeing these to the extendeds. Right, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Now the Knight of Wands is a very fast energy. And, now you have the Page and the Queen of Cups. And indeed the King of Cups. Ooh, yes. Okay. This is you putting behind you something that did feel stuck. Because I think you were possibly afraid of how people might have reacted, or of almost like you were afraid of what I would call behind the scenes maneuvers and manipulations of being honest. You know when you speak your truth and then stuff starts to happen and you think that the people you're speaking your truth to have taken that information and manipulated it behind the scenes. I think that there's a really favourable outcome from speaking your truth. I think events happen quite fast. I think you get a very, very good, emotionally feel good outcome that means that you can look ahead and move beyond a feeling where maybe it didn't feel okay. I talked about overcoming fear. It didn't feel okay to be able to say how something is. Like it's not okay to speak the truth. You move on from it. There's so much empowerment here. I see the Tower as being the Tower and Death as being very beneficial to you, because this transformation means that you rise in your own personal empowerment. I mean, this is divinely guided. But yeah, this is standing in your own magic, realising almost like you do have magical powers, but the magical power is that of the high vibration of integrity and authenticity that is backed by the universe and delivers the outcome that you need. We are moving into a time and space where a lack of integrity can no longer be tolerated. And therefore, for those that are stepping up, my goodness me, the world is shifting. It's turning on its axis in favour of you. Sagittarius, I'm going to move to the extendeds, and I am going to really get into a lot more detail about, I'm really interested in the outcome as well of this. I can see everything that's being shown to us in terms of this empowerment. I will probably draw some more cards around the puppeteer to get a bit more detail about that. But what I also want to do is get more detail about how this now unfolds. What possibilities are available to you now you own these magical powers of absolute authenticity. Where does this take you? What possibilities open up for you? And what is coming into your world in terms of love? Is it love of your life? Is it a true love? What's coming into your world? So this is what I'm going to look at. You are welcome to join me for the extenders if you wish. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you for another reading. And thank you so much for being here and supporting this new channel. Beautiful Saggies, tons and tons of love.